Hey guys, it's Kurt, Hemispheres Amusements, doing a series of videos on just small tweaks and tunes on particular games. This is a Theater Magic, and we're going to talk about the Eddy boards today. This particular game, this customer came to us on a referral from a friend of mine, but they're moving out of state. They're going to the mountains somewhere, and the game's going in the middle of nowhere. And although the game was respectable, it had never really had a good teardown. And although I didn't have a ton of time to work on this game, I just stripped it down quick. A good friend of mine did most of the service on this game over the years, so it's pretty solid. And there's just a couple that's moving out to the mountains. They want it to be fairly reliable. So I wanted to do a video to show him how to adjust the Eddy boards. I couldn't find them right now, so they come and go. Different guys make them, then they're gone. These are the originals, and quite frankly, they work fine. You have a potentiometer on these Eddy boards. You got one here, one over here for each MagnaSave, and you have one more down low here by the trunk on this game. They're pretty much the same board, and that board runs this sensor pad right over here. So as the board hits the trunk, it sees the ball as the ball hits the trunk. Sorry. So anyway, getting back to the potentiometer, this game when I got it, one of them was on. I think this one over here was just on. So if you're getting a test report on your Eddy switch, it's probably one of these stuck on. So if you lift the playfield and that LED is on, that's your problem, because that means the switch is just stuck closed or on. So if you notice, I'm going to turn the potentiometer. There's the light. So that's on, that's off. And in fact, let me go to test report. I don't normally use the switch edges, but I'm going to go into switch edges, okay? And, whoops. Okay, so there's your switch edge report. So basically right now on switch edges, any switch that you hit on the playfield, it just shows up on the screen. So you can go in here and adjust them. So on, off. There's on. And of course, left drain Eddy. Off, on. Notice the box that's turned on, off. So that's that particular switch. And you really don't need to be in switch test because you got the LED on this one. You turn it to on. Back it off till it shuts off, and maybe just a smidgen more. You don't want it right on the fringe because it'll stick on at some point again. And all this really is a sensor. It's a resistor right behind this clip here. You have a resistor on this, and I'll just show you right here. See the resistor? You get the ball anywhere near it, it goes off. So that's really why, actually it's going off with the screws. See that? So it just senses metal, or the steel of the ball. That's all it is. Very simple device. Just sits in a groove here. And that's really about it. So if you adjust those, this is the tilt mechanism on this game. It's just sitting on a cart. I don't even have the legs on it. So anyhow, that's how you adjust them. You just basically turn that potentiometer. And on this particular game, one of them was stuck on, and all three of these were really flaky. So like an old radio dial, I just worked it probably the whole stroke back and forth. See that? I probably worked this 20, 30, 40, 50 times, whatever. I just sit here and do this for a while, clean it up. That LED was flickering. It was like flickering and flashing. Now it's nice and on, off. And that's really it. I take a ball and I go around the front side of the playfield. Hang on one second here. And that's it. I'm actually running the ball over it right now, right over the resistor. And that's it. That's how you adjust those. You can do the same for the other side. And then down by the trunk, there's your trunk. And I'm running it right over that board. And I'm doing it all the way to the left, all the way to the right. That one's a little more tricky to adjust. Not really that hard, but basically you want to get it so that it triggers the trunk all the way from left to right. Same with Roadshow, the bulldozer. It's kind of similar. So that's an Eddy board. That's how you adjust those. Work those potentiometers all the way back and forth and clean them up like an old radio dial, and they should work pretty good. Take care, guys.